we're going to see how there's groups of people today that resemble Cain in lots of ways. Not physically, but spiritually they resemble Cain in a lot of ways. Genesis chapter 4, let's read verses 1 through 4. It says, And Adam knew Eve his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord, and Abel he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering. And it says, let's read verse 5, But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect, and Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. So God didn't like Cain's offering. And here's the thing we need to understand, because this passage is preached in a wrong way lots of times by false preachers. They will say that the reason God didn't accept Cain's offering is not because it wasn't the right offering, but because he didn't do his best. And they'll contrast Abel giving of the firstlings of his flock, giving of the first fruits, you could say like the best of his flock to God, and Cain just saying that he just brought of the fruits. So he said, well, if Cain really brought his best, he would have brought of the first fruits. And they'll kind of use that to teach that Cain really didn't bring his best, and that's why God didn't accept him. And they'll even go so far as to use this to teach work salvation, to say if you want to go to heaven, you have to live your best, you have to surrender your life to Christ, you have to really have a faith that produces works. And that in and of itself is a telltale marker of someone who's a false prophet. If someone is teaching you that salvation is by faith plus good works, or that faith is always going to produce works, or just